Mindset and motherhood, mystery and ministry. You were never meant to remain frozen. You were meant to rise, rewrite, and be redeemed. And in this space, we will explore it all. Welcome to the Ink and Redemption podcast. I'm your host, Vicki Glass. Hi. Welcome to the rebrand. I am not alone. And I don't just mean in a spiritual sense. I had this whole thing planned out. Everyone was busy elsewhere in the house. And now everyone is here. And that's fun. I'm just feeling a little self-conscious about it. Welcome to the official announcement of the new rebranded podcast, which is going to continue on the same platform that Unleash Your Inner Bliss was on. And I'm sure if you were listening to this, you've noticed the gap between when that podcast ended and when this one is starting. We're just going to go ahead and call this Season 2, Episode 0, because this is just a little teaser of what's coming out October 1st, when Ink and Redemption drops first 3 episodes. So this will be Season 2, Episodes 1, 2, and 3. I just wanted to go into a little bit about why the rebrand came about. Not a lot. I want to go into that more in the first couple of episodes. I just wanted to... I've been working on this rebrand for about a month now. I have a very, loose outline of what I want to do. And it's going to be me coming out my faith on full display. I am an author. I write vampire magical creatures, and I've always struggled with keeping 2 separate personas going online. And that is why, if you follow my VM Dark Angelo, I put things out like every once in a while. My Vicki Glass mindset coaching kind of fizzled out around the time I went back to church, because when I originally got my certifications in NLP and cognitive behavioral therapy, I was also pretty deep into the occult, the New Age, New Thought, which I just learned that term. Thank you, Jess. The other day. It was based very much on that. So once I went back to church, I kind of walked away from all of that just to focus on, my family and deepening my faith. Now, I am what's called a cradle Catholic, which is a term I just learned. I also just learned when I was coming back to the church. And I wrote a blog a little bit about that before, about how I'm sorry, if you can hear the kids. I just told you I'm not by myself right now. And where was I? Excuse me a moment. I'm back. So I will make a plan where I am by myself. But I wanted to put something out this week. Anyway, back to what I was talking about, my faith. So I dove into that, and, I focused on my family and my faith, and just kind of, I turned my profile private on the Vicki Glass section, my mindset work. I just kind of let it go by the wayside, because I didn't really know if that was something I could separate. because I was so into like manifesting and all of that stuff that it kind of felt very tied together. But recently, as my VM Dark Angelo, my writing really took off this past couple of years. I've been writing a lot. My one book is nearly finished, almost ready for critiquing and editing and all that fun stuff. It started feeling like, there's a part of me that I'm leaving out, and I don't want to keep doing that anymore. I don't want to run two separate online profiles. Like they're me, but different me's. I was thinking, how am I going to do this without completely burning out on everything? So I sat down, really started brainstorming, and I actually went on to, how sometimes when I'm stuck on an idea, I will go on to, I know everybody has opinions about AI. Of course, it doesn't write my stuff, but it helps me organize my thoughts. And I was asking it one day, how do I bring out both of my profiles without burnout? Excuse me one more minute. And now my dog came in playing with a fly and bumped my camera too. So it might be in a little bit of a different position. Anyway, as I was saying, when I came back to the church, which is going to be a whole episode, and it's not entirely my story to tell either. So hopefully my husband will join me on that podcast episode to tell you about that, because it was pretty awesome. But I will dive into my I don't know if you're familiar with the Catholic. When we get confirmed, we choose a saint to be for our confirmation, and I'm going to get into all about that, because funnily enough, I forgot who my saint was, because I was a teenager. I wasn't super into it, and that's a shame, because I feel like I missed out on something really beautiful because I was too immature to understand it. However, my patron saint is also a big reason why and how I came back to the church, and that's going to be a whole episode unto itself. It's going to be like a wonderful mix between my faith and my writing, because, as I was saying, the AI chat that I was having suggested, I could keep them separate and just do like a post here and there for each one so that I don't burn myself out. Or I could combine them. And I thought, combine them? Like, what would that look like? And there was the idea that my VM Dark Angelo persona is kind of like the shadow of, the flip of good. So, I mean, my stories they don't have smut in them. They're not like, there's violence, obviously. They're vampires. It's not like a Twilight vampire. They don't sparkle. They are bloodthirsty. But my stories have deep redemption arcs and solid good versus evil. And there's so I thought, well, yeah, why don't I? Because we all have multiple dimensions. We are not just one thing. We all have many things. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a writer, with my daughter. I am retired now. I am a full-time homemaker, and I'm going a homemaker and I also homeschool, which I will also be getting into. It's just kind of like everything, because we are so much more than just one or two things. And why wouldn't I just be me all the way around? 100% me. So that's the plan. And so that's what I wanted to get on here to kind of smooth this little transition. I'm using my YouTube channel, VM Dark Angelo, will be coming over to the Ink and Redemption. It will be video, my podcast will obviously not be video, but it's going to be the same. They're going to be the episodes. I'll be taking the audio from YouTube and putting that on my podcast. And so VM Dark Angelo on YouTube will become Ink and Redemption. I'm leaving the Facebook page as is, and I will be creating a brand new Facebook page and a brand new Instagram page to mirror that. And my Vicky class, Unleash Your Inner Bliss, will also be the new home for the Ink and Redemption podcast. So I really hope that you tag along, see, as I struggle and succeed and struggle and, all the things that make me a beloved daughter of Christ. Bye.